Hi, you're live with Virus at Covent Garden, Central London. On a dingy, gloomy Wednesday tea time. Welcome to Lockdown London. This is West End at 4:15 during the lockdown. Just like to say hello to my gentleman there. How are you doing today?
Oh, I thought that side.
This is YouTube. How are you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm great, man. This is Al Fashion, man. You can find me on YouTube as well, Al Fashion GB. Yeah.
There you go. So we interactive, everybody. Take care. Have a lovely evening.
Peace.
Take care, my friend. Back to the show. Back to the show. So this is London Lockdown. There you go. So today's edition is called You Been Tangoed, and it contains a precise local history, 3 poems for your amusement, up to date, and then, of course, the walkabout. So, Covent Garden is a district in London on the eastern fringes of the West End, between St Martin's Lane and Drury Lane. It falls within the London boroughs of Westminster and Camden. Yes, and the Piccadilly line has been serving Covent Garden Tube Station since 1907. Okay, so the area was fields right up until the 7th century, when it became the heart of an Anglo-Saxon trading town called Ludenwick. By 1200, it had been partially walled off by the Westminster Abbey, and it was used for arable lands, including orchards. It was often referred to as the Garden of Abbey and Convent, and then later that became Covent Garden. There you go. In 1552, a young King Edward VI granted the land to John Russell. He was the first Earl of Bedford. And by 1654, a small open-air fruit and veg market had been set up, and it had grown up on the square's south side. Well, this later fell into disrepute, and yes, you got it, brothels opened up. You know, history really loves a brothel. In fact, by the 18th century or 1700s, it had become notorious for abundant brothels. Covent Garden became a well-known red light district, attracting famous prostitutes such as Betty Careless, and also one called Jane Douglas. Wow, Betty Careless, boy. Okay. It led to an Act of Parliament being drawn up to control the area, and the market itself did start to grow, with more buildings being added. The Floral Hall, the Charter Market in 1904, the Jubilee Market. So, by the end of the 1960s, traffic troubles and congestions led to the market being relocated to New Covent Garden Market, which is just 3 miles southwest at 9 Elms over the Vauxhall Bridge. Okay. The Central building reopened as a shopping centre in 1980, and it's now a tourist location with pubs, cafes, small shops of craft and arts, and of course the Apple Market. Covent Garden has a rich cultural heritage, attracting street performers, artists. How you doing, sir? You okay? Yeah, artists, and it's famous all over the world. It was first noted by Samuel Pepys, who described a Punch and Judy show in 1662. Okay. Eliza Doolittle, the main character in George Bernard Shaw's play Pygmalion, which later became a famous musical called My Fair Lady. She was a flower seller in Covent Garden Market. And then also Alfred Hitchcock's father was a fruit vendor, and in Covent Garden Market, and his film Frenzy, about a Covent Garden fruit vendor that turned sex murderer, was set in the market. So, notable landmarks, and there are many. Covent Garden Market itself, St Paul's Church, the Royal Opera House, the Freemasons Hall, which I've never seen anyone come in or out of, even though it's massive. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go on to today's first poem. Okay, so this one is called Big Boy Pants. What? Uno, did you hear the new chant? Well, remember, lock her up, then they come out. Build her wall, build her wall. Well, the new jam is better than them all. It's very reggae, with an R&B slanter. Hey, me not, oh, check out this as a banter. Donald, I look for him. Big boy pants, big boy pants. Big boy pants, Lord of mercy, big boy pants. Donald, I look Duffy, him I look in a trance. Him have the time to put on in big boy pants. Rough rider, big boy pants, Lord of mercy, in big boy pants, big boy pants. Okay, a little bit of fun there. And now as we walk through, we're gonna go on to poem number 2. And just getting ready for you. This one is called I Am Not That. I am a son of Africa, Akepulan, but you call me black. You have no color, but call yourself white, alongside everything that is good and that is right. Yet, we are black, alongside all that jack. You know, black magic, black death, black mood, Black Friday. Okay, go on, have it your way. My roots reach back to the birthplace of humanity. So do yours, but mine's do directly.
Welcome in our garden.
Lovely, it's a lovely garden, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. But mine reach back directly. Meanwhile, genetically, you had to come from me. What? Whoa, now. Don't erupt at a fire you did kindle. Just read up on a monk called Gregor Mendel. Whilst this is plain for all to see, you went ahead and named me B-A-M-E. You want little children to go hungry. Maybe have to eat all them cats. But you see this B-A-M-E? But massa, I ain't that. Okay, thank you very much. And on to today's third and final poem. And this one here. What happened to Brexit? Brexit. The other day, one brethren did text it. A man did think rah. Almost did forget about it. Now man I text it. their ass up into Brexit. Because right now, it's not legit. No deal Brexit. Man like Yoris wants sex it. But it's we who are gonna feel it. So again, what happened to Brexit? Now that chump is out. We cannot forget about it. Yes, gal can skin her teeth. Bex, she must have come from Bexley Eat. But in order to get mental relief and not vex and ship, we have to find out what happened to Brexit. I'd like to thank you very much. You know how it goes. Just want to thank you for those 3 nice little poems there. I hope there was a distraction for you. It's been a while, so I'd like to say I'm back and I hope everyone is well. And as usual, it's time for walkabout. So yes, this is where I used to come when I used to go to the Africa Centre with Jazzy B. Let me tell you something now. So at the end of this road here, let me just stop here and show you down the road there, on the left-hand side. Jazzy B used to throw it down. Pure soft perms and high waist and big collars, and 1985 onwards, big dancing. I used to come up to the Limelight. My beautiful ex-girlfriend, Tina Brown. We had some languid Beauty and the Beast night in there. We used to go to a wine bar at the top of Long Acre. What's it called? Slap Harry's wine bar. Let me tell you something now. That and Corkscrew wine bar. There were some wicked off tunes in there. Great times. Then we also go Trafalgar Square to come back here. Now my lovely sister, she's got a beautiful apartment around there. And that's right, we used to spend plenty times coming back from the clubs or maximum night spot and going to my sister's